Hi, folks. So, I just saw the trailer, or the teaser trailer, or whatever, for the last movie in the Star Wars entry in the series. The Rise of the Skywalker, or Skywalkers? I don't even know. And I gotta say, I'm kinda hyped. Didn't expect that. But they got all the beats right, I think. At least in the trailer. And, yeah. I didn't hate the Rian Johnson, is that his name? Movie, but I didn't particular care for it either, I think. After it I said I'm kinda done with Star Wars. Not that it is bad, like at least with the movies. The whole the old ones and what came after them, or that storyline basically. The Star Wars universe will always be interesting to me, but I kind of was done with it. I said, I didn't feel like they appreciated the history of all the characters, and a lot of things felt shoehorned in, like, I don't know. And what they made of Luke, I particularly didn't care for that. Like I said, that walrus milking thing with Luke Skywalker, that's kind of how I felt like that was what they were doing with the Star Wars fans, like just milking them for the nostalgia, So the first J.J. Abrams wasn't bad, but it was a rehash of the old tropes, And let's move on a bit. There he is. Yeah, so it's just, I think it is an okay movie, the Brian Johnson thing, but it's just not for me. Like, it's meant for somebody else. That's the feeling I got. Most of the time it was fine, but some scenes, like the whole casino scene and the sudden, especially the whole casino planet, I hated that. Ugh, that was annoying as shit. And so some people really hate it on specific actors. I don't hate the actors, but like with Jar Jar Binks, who apparently the actor wanted to commit suicide and whatnot, and they all got like mobbed, like really, really bad, like both Anakins basically and whatnot. It's more the fault of the writing, I guess. So yeah. But still, also that laugh scene with Finn, is it, right? Felt so, it came out of the blue. It totally felt shoehorned in. I didn't get all that. But some parts were neat, some new introductions here and there. I like the little furries, even though many hated them. And yeah. And what's this? Hunter's Boon? Where did I get that from? Who knows? Yeah, but yeah, and also I do like Kylo Ren. I think he's a cool villain. Some people don't like it either. Like him either. And I think it's kind of cool, little brat, little cis brat. I just want to be a cis too, but he can't live up to the legacy of Darth Vader. The tales that
I see. Nothing yet. What makes this slave so bold as to enter my chambers? Tell me, slave, Are you insane, or do you have a death wish?
Yeah, but let's be honest. So about the Mary Sue, I read a bit about the complaints there. The Mary Sue thing. I also liked Rey. Let's be honest. Luke Skywalker wasn't that deep either, right? He was like, yeah, he had a backstory, but as a kid, he was just kind of there. He was like this. Yeah, he was cool in some scenes, but I had other characters that I liked more. So, like Han Solo or whatnot, Boba Fett, whatever, Jabba. The Emperor, of course, that's awesome that they're bringing him back, but there's also a lot of potential for doing things wrong there. Yeah, let's go on here.
If you think this is bad, you should meet my other personality.
Skisk. Kill her.
I'm your master now.
Clever. Zash must have stayed up many a night to think of that one. I suppose you'll be sending my bodyguards away now, or maybe you'll order them to kill me.
It should at least be entertaining. Tear him to pieces.
Oh, he wanted to run away.
You shouldn't have done that. The bodyguards, they're nothing. Show. But you subverted my authority, took my slaves from me, and that makes me angry. And killing you will be over too soon. No. I think you're going to have to suffer first.
Suffer. Does that happen at all? Yeah, I guess we're doing it. I'm barely looking at the keyboard. I'm just spamming here.
What is this? Ah, did you... Zash! Zash! You've killed me!
Scotia X has stopped functioning. Error.
How does it feel to be killed by a slave, Scotia?
Mindless. You don't know what Zash can do. Think of how many years she must have spent plotting my death. She will kill you, just like she's killed me.
I killed you, not Zash.
And that was that. Another enemy gone. Nobody cares here, by the way. Yeah, they're all minding their own business. Wait a minute. Go to the Nexus room cantina, I see. Yeah, so I'm kinda hyped. Like, carefully hyped. Of course, it could be like a boring movie, but in general, yeah, Jar Jar Abrams is a mixed bag, I guess. But I think I like them more than others do. I don't like everything. I loved Lost, the series, like all the stuff Bad Robot did. And but they kind of got lost, right? Got lost. Too much mystery, and after that they couldn't really help themselves and couldn't get out of that puzzle mess that they created. So Jar Jar Abrams does not always deliver, but there are some things that he does really well, like establish an interesting character and a good background and all that. That was the theme of Lost as well, you know. It's a series. They would always go like in depth of one character and like really deepen their background, so you could learn more about them. So that's a good concept. And he also has some new ideas, and yeah, he just brings in fresh stuff from time to time. So that's his strengths. Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how this turns out. Where are you, master? Yeah, we need to take that lift. I think we can just stay down here. No. Yeah. Just glitches through. All the Campbells that are here. It always takes me out of the game if I see like the same character with the same companion.
Well, when I'd heard she'd taken up with a Mandalorian, I was scandalized. Just scandalized.
A Mandalorian? Does nobody value Sith blood these days?
I know. Don't you think so, Zash?
Places Amin's Whitehouse fools. Gawandida seek from Tawans.
I'm sorry. Will you excuse me? I need to have a quick chat with my apprentice.
If you must. Now, as I was saying.
Thank the Emperor you've arrived. It doesn't matter how much one drinks. These parties are just dull, 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 dull. I hope you've come to cheer me up.
That one guy is pretty... His skin is almost grayish.
I have done as you wished, and killed the Darth.
Brilliant. Simply brilliant. You have performed magnificently, apprentice. None of this would have been possible without you.
Lord Zash.
Darth Thanaton, I'm honored.
Don't let me interrupt you.
Don't go anywhere just yet, apprentice. This call won't take long, and I have some further instructions for you. As I said, my lord, I'm honored, but why call me?
You have nerve, Zash. Nerve. But I thought you were smarter.
With all respect, Darth Thanaton, I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't play ignorant with me, Zash. Scotia's dead, and you killed him.
He looks cool.
Scotia? Dead? That's the first I've heard of it. When did this happen?
Just now, Zash, and you know it. What did you expect to gain? His position? His title? You know it doesn't work that way. Where's your discretion?
Discretion? I've been at this party for ages. I may have had a little much to drink, but I'm fairly certain I haven't murdered anyone. Though I have always fancied Scotia's chambers. So much more shelf space.
Zash, I don't want to have this conversation by hollow. Report to my chambers immediately.
Yes, Darth Thanaton. It'll be my pleasure.
Looks like you have a meeting to get to.
Give me time to talk to Thanaton, and then meet me in Darth Scotia's chambers. And don't worry, you've played your part, now it's time for me to play mine. We did it, apprentice.
Okay. Do I have stuff to sell? Stuff to sell? Yeah, just a dress. Can we go down here? That's a bit too high to just jump down. So yeah, I'm pretty hyped for that movie.
See anything you like?
Mastery increase. Okay. Sell that. Oh, is
Come again?
XP boost zone running is 28 minutes. This cantina feels so empty, doesn't it? Like, wow, no one here almost. Should be way more crowded. All those cis snobs, nobles. Yes, I'm not sure if I like the Palpatine thing. I mean, he's one of the best villains ever, don't get me wrong. But maybe it's too much Palpatine or the Star Wars universe. See, what I'm trying to say, I guess, is I would love more variety with the villains, like bring in some Sith, goddammit.
Destination?
That's what I want to see.
Enjoy your
Look
stay.
how this game does it. Like, there's a whole community of Sith, not just always... Like, we've seen so many Jedi and... I don't know, the Council and... How many Sith villains are there? Like, you have Darth Maul, you have Palpatine... Vader, of course, but... It's not as much as the Jedi, right? Or am I missing something? Kylo Ren, okay. I don't know, I just want to see some Sith action. Plus bounty hunters and all the other good stuff. Look at this. They look exactly the same. I mean, I don't know how to do it better, but still.
There she is. It's Lord Zash's apprentice. Surely she knows.
You wouldn't tell us if she did.
Warbine's Brigan Iswis Buidan.
Still, it doesn't hurt to ask, does it?
Colonel, let it rest.
I will not let it rest. Everyone knows Lord Zash was at the party when Scotia was killed, and yet everyone knows she killed him. She somehow devised a way of being in two places at once. If I let it rest, we'll all be dead.
Don't be silly. I'm the one who killed Scotia.
Now you're the one who's being silly.
I wouldn't underestimate her, Colonel. She looks dangerous enough to me.
But a Dark Lord of the Sith? She's only an apprentice, Calaveras. Please, you must tell me. How did Zash kill Darth Scotia?
Lord Zash is innocent.
Clearly she's not going to tell you, Colonel. Let it rest.
Fine then, fine. But I'm warning you, Calaveras. Lord Zash is becoming too powerful too quickly. Since when has anyone in the history of the Sith committed a murder so brazenly, yet made it appear that she was somewhere else the entire time? It's enough to wake the Emperor, I tell you.
I like the evil cackle of the Emperor. Nothing better than that. Hang on, there's a buff missing. You're missing a buff. Where did I get that buff from? I don't remember. Oh well. Where do we need to go anyway? Down here. Didn't we just come from here? Yeah.
Perfect timing, apprentice. I just met with that insufferable Thanaton, and I have good news.
How did your meeting go?
You would have been proud of me. I went into a reprimand, but I emerged a Darth.
You've certainly earned it.
I did more than you realize. Nevertheless, what's important is that we are finally free to act. Remember the map you found on Korriban that pointed us to the power of Tulak Horde? The first piece of that artifact, that power, is here on Drummond Kaas. This piece is in the deepest chamber of the Dark Temple. Scotia always hoarded the key to the chamber like a Hutt hoards his credits. Now I have Scotia's title, his chambers, his research, and his key. He always said I would enter the Dark Temple over his rusting corpse. However, I won't be the one to go into the Dark Temple. You
Of course
will.
not.
It will be my pleasure.
Daupain aipain, karahita bawa.
Before I went to
Love
Korriban
Cornwall.
to choose an apprentice, a furious apparition awakened in the Dark Temple, implacable in its anger, murdering all who trespassed on the innermost chamber. But I had a dream. An apprentice of low origin humbled himself, or herself as it happened, before the apparition, pacifying it. That's why you and your peers were chosen.
Her breath stinks of cis lice.
Wait, you want me to bow to this apparition?
You must go into the temple and face the apparition. And when you do, I believe that your humility will be the key. Still, I want you to know, I'm not certain you're the one from my dream. I fear I may be sending you to your death.
I eat apparitions for dinner.
You have a wonderfully deranged mind, and you're right. Tulakhold's power awaits us both. We must not lose sight of this goal. Use this glyph to enter the innermost chamber of the Dark Temple. Humble yourself before the apparition, and bring back the piece of the artifact.
Sai galut saira, iswis us ulf bendan, ja atnam, in puidangarja.
Little sis. I guess this one, huh? Join the dark side. Well, at least we're like one piece now. All grey and red. What's better? Also fits our face. Oh, body color. Where's the exit? Her breath stinks of lice. That's hilarious. I love how he's just not giving a shit about all that. Like, everybody is so fearful of all the Sith and full of respect, and he just doesn't give a fuck. He just wants to kill. Doesn't care for anything else. The Clone Wars has begun. Yeah. So Lando is coming back, some new characters, his daughter apparently.
Ready for departure.
His daughter, of course. Hang on. This map doesn't help me.
Enjoy your stay.
Okay, if you say you need to go here, then we'll go here. That should be the side quest. Yeah. Well, it's a while until Christmas. Maybe I should go and see the Han Solo movie. It's the first Star Wars movie I haven't seen. After that, Rian Johnson movie. I just didn't feel like it. So it is supposed to be not that bad, actually. I don't know. I guess I'm still a little depressed from the Indiana Jones movie. The fourth part, it is, right? Where they try to introduce that new kid, and I think that
destination.
That point is better, though. Yeah. Hang on. This one.
Enjoy your stay.
Yeah, they kind of. It just wasn't Indiana Jones. Indy was like, ugh, no cool action. It was also generic, and you could really see that's. In general, with all the nostalgia and reboots, that's the feeling I have. Like you can already see the executives and the creative guys sitting in a meeting and say, So how do we get the most money out of it? That's what all those movies ooze out, you know. Okay, maybe it's not that bad, but maybe they're going like, yeah, how can we not disappoint the old fans and also get some new ones? But there's too much economic calculation in there. That really ruins everything. They don't have a story to tell, a good one, and so you end up with a generic movie that doesn't really do anything super wrong, but is also like totally bland and uninteresting. You know, and that's always a possibility for all the new Star Wars movies now. So Ryan Johnson, Ryan or Brian? I don't even know. Tried to do something different. He noticed the whole critique, but he's not a good director either. I think I have that Looper movie here on DVD. It's nothing special. I don't know why they gave him that. Maybe they wanted to do something new, try out something fresh and subvert expectations, right? So they did that, but not in a good way. It's yeah. The focus is too much on making money in the end. And the whole Disney thing, I wasn't like spectacularly happy with that decision either, because Disney, they have that policy, so never be offensive in any way. So yeah, always end up with a kid-friendly movie. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I mean, Star Wars in a sense is for kids, but still, I like it to be a bit more mature. And that's for Disney just isn't the right company for that. Even though they do, there's other stuff they do well, of course. Like they just have a shit ton of money, so that alone makes a huge difference.
Did you lose your way in the jungle? You have my sympathies, but we can't help. We have no food or water to offer. There's nothing for you
a nice
here.
Guy.
And strangers are not welcome in this place. You'd best be going.
I was given this token. Does it tell you anything?
I'm not sure. Ah, you do have the token. Someone must have had great faith in you to send you our way. Welcome to the Order of Revan, Initiate. Welcome to your new life.
I'm looking for the Revanite leader. Am I talking to the right man?
No, I only guide Initiate along the path. This place is our haven, built by the Master and protected by the faithful. Here we leave our duties to the Empire behind. This is where the Master guides us in the mysteries of Revan, the one who began a Jedi but grew into a Sith, and then something more.
Why would a Jedi join the Sith? And what do you mean by something more?
As a Jedi, Revan was a warrior who slaughtered armies. As a Sith, Revan was a teacher who trained 1,000 dark apprentices. Eventually, Jedi and Sith both turned on Revan. But instead of being destroyed, Revan was reborn.
This reminds me how cool KOTOR was. Like the Knights of the Old Republic games. It had a really cool storyline. Good old BioWare. We miss ya.
What do you mean, reborn? What was Revan's final fate?
Revan was stripped of power, stripped of life, of memory, and left to rot. And still, Revan relearned the ways of the Force. The reborn Revan destroyed Jedi and Sith, and came to Dromund Kaas. Although Revan's life ended here, the Master preserved that life, so that we may learn from it.
Though the view these guys have is a bit distorted. It's not really what happened, but I guess it also depends on how you played the game.
That doesn't explain why the Sith think you're heretics.
The Dark Council sees our beliefs as a threat to its power. Maybe the Council's right. But if the Council falls, it falls because it's weak. Revan mastered the light side and the dark side, war and peace. We seek to walk the same path. Take part in our rituals, learn Revan's path to greatness, succeed, and you earn the right to join us.
That's why they have like that blue stripe in here, in the uniform. There's a bit of light in them, right?
Then I look forward to learning.
Around you, you'll find your new teachers, Revanites who have spent their lives recovering the works of Darth Revan. Speak to them. Complete the tasks you are given. When you are through, return to me, and the Master will give you your final lessons.
Will do.
Come here. Come closer. You are among the initiates who wish to join our order, and this is good. But tell me something. You are here because of the Order of Revan. Are you ready to die for us?
If that's what the Order requires.
You're very eager, but not so very wise. Consider carefully, for every Revanite must face the trial of death, just as Revan died at the hands of the Jedi and Sith. Death freed Revan, left him unbound from all oaths and promises. It paved his road to rebirth. Will death free you from your past?
One way or the other, I'm ready to find out.
Before us is a path. Beyond the path is a cave. A cave dedicated to Darth Revan. Initiates fall on the path. Initiates are torn apart by things inside the cave. But initiates who reach the end are reborn, remade.
By all means, continue.
Go, and you'll see. The path is here. The cave. The cave will be more trying.
I think I see.
Go. Free yourself from the life you've made. The petty choices, the mistakes, the oaths sworn. All of it will be washed away. It will be terrible. It will be glorious. When the deed is done, and you have reached the end of the cave, return to me.
So we need to die, huh? Sounds fun. Is there another mission in here? Doesn't look like it. Yeah. This is the right way. Maybe we should get a job, like to harvest a bit, like those things, those cool plants, eggplants. Okay. Lethargic sleep. That's good. Doesn't feel that lethargic to me. Basically, everything that you see here can be harvested or like interacted with. Well, not the rocks. You can even like harvest those creatures then later if you have the appropriate profession. So, this, here we meet again. Reprogrammed probe droid. Reminds me of Mass Effect, probing Uranus. Do you really want me to probe Uranus? That's a cool Easter egg. Wait a minute. Are we in the right spot? I think we need to go down here, huh? No. EDI is a cool droid anyway. Mass Effect. That was her name, right? Man, I have scatterbrain. Sorry, guys. Bad memory. Comebacks. Stone Smash out. Me smash. You die. Okay, that's the shrine. That's the end of the
Done heist.
Or is it?
ICJ in alam is Frumadine Habans.
Wow, okay. There she is. Cool, we're still glowing. Looks cool. I like all the lightning stuff. Well, that was easier than I thought.
You return. Dripping with the blood of the womb, you are reborn. Your old life, everything you were, all of it is dead. Buried inside that cave.
Whatever you say.
You are free now. Free of everything you once were. Savor the moment. It won't come again. Tell me how it feels. Your obligations have vanished. Your past no longer burdens you. How does it feel to see the world reborn?
Like the power of the Force flows through me.
You've done well, and I'm proud that you've begun your new life as a Revanite. Choosing allegiance to us, first of all. Take this gift to guide you in your new life. It will remind you of what you've become. Leave now, and may the Force make you strong.
That belt will remind me? Okay. It's a shit belt. I will sell it immediately. Okay. Nothing to do up here. The leveling is strange a bit, right? We need to find a mentor first to buy our skills. If there are any new ones.
Come, speak with me. Darth Revan appreciated all species of the galaxy, and so do his followers. I remember when I was like you. I remember my trials and the joy of killing in the Master's name. You're so fortunate.
Wow, this does look cool as a race. I would love it if the new movie would take place like partially on Korriban with a few real Sith or something. That would be awesome.
How often does the Master ask that someone be killed?
The Master doesn't have to ask. He trusts me with that burden of judgment. I'm Ladra. Once the personal assassin of a Sith Lord, I am now the serene protector of the Master and his students. I contemplate Revan's teachings as I execute intruders and heretics. But I also guide initiates and help determine their trials.
Your wisdom must be great, Ladra. Will you share it?
Of course I will. That is how I honor the Master. Every Revanite's initiation includes a trial of the past, a rite to bind the initiate to Revan. Your rite will be very special. You will find the mask of Darth Revan, what he wore after becoming Sith. It's a powerful symbol of his greatness, long lost to us.
Retrieving forgotten lore is my speciality.
Then I'm glad to put your skills to use. The mask is in a collection of antiquities possessed by my former teacher, the Sith Lord Grafan. It must be freed from that heretic, rescued in a rain of blood and death.
Murder and mayhem await.
Speak to Torun, our curator. He'll give you the spiritual guidance you need and tell you where the mask is. When your journey's done, bring the mask to me. Good luck. Welcome the peace that comes with serving the Master.
Grayson again. I thought we had already done that. Oh, another critique I have. I haven't seen, for the newer movies, I haven't seen enough R2-D2. Yeah, totally missing. And like the trailer only had like C-3PO. Man, I'm totally confusing all the names today. So yeah, I kind of want to see more of him, of R2-D2.
What have we got here? I wasn't expecting a visit from any initiates, but you're welcome to stay and talk, in any case. I'm Torun, devoted servant of the Master and student of Revan. What can I do for you?
Ladra asked me to talk to you.
I should have known. I'm to ritually prepare you for finding Revan's mask, then. It's unnecessary. Ladra's devoted to the Revanites. She's also obsessed with that mask. Says it talks to her. Ladra wants the mask to represent everything Revan ever was, but he wasn't just Sith. Before his rebirth, he was both Sith and Jedi.
Now you've got me interested.
Good. I hoped as much. It's tempting to seek answers in material objects. Ladra will use the mask to teach that Revan was a being of only darkness. I don't want that mask becoming our Order's sole focus. Bring it to me. I'll keep it safe among a few like-minded scholars.
Not sure I want a full-blooded Sith angry with me.
She doesn't need to know what really went on between us. I'm sure Ladra promised a grand reward for the mask.
Oh, but she
will. I
will.
can't match it, but I can promise your initiation will proceed smoothly. Will you help me preserve the real Revan? Or will you let Ladra overshadow everything with a Sith relic?
I will see this relic for myself before I decide.
I understand, but I hope you'll think this through.
Mask of Revan contained in secure vault. Yes,
I don't have to tell you to be careful, but may the Force be with you. May it keep you strong and guide your return.
Yeah, but the dark side of the Force.
Please use all products only as intended.
Sell all that crap. Don't need that anymore. Oh, Ragu vaccine. That's also a throwback to the KOTOR games. Oh, we can repair our stuff. Yeah, sure, why not? We have enough money.
Well.
Okay, we can use the speeder to get to the next point.
Vehicle pads are currently open
This is
for
like
business.
the super secret base. That's not so secret
Have a
because
safe
it's
and pleasant stay.
connected with a speeder transport. Okay. Yeah, I guess there has to be a tribute paid to the mechanics, to game mechanics, right? The game feels a bit dated, gotta be honest. Like, and also a bit empty. I can see why the numbers are dwindling here. Like, that might seem alright, 36 players here, but I don't know. They had less and less servers. They threw them all together, and yeah. So it's dying, my friends. You know what? I think I'm going to make a break here. Let's do or redo the Graython thing next time. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye bye.